this is how Citroën welcomes you. For now, this is the display that I'll be concentrating on. This side I'm not gonna get any information. This is just for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and other functions. Here I've got 213 kilometers of driving range. The car has done 325 kilometers already. Trip A325, I'll set this to 0 because this is what I'm gonna check today. Trip B, that's also gonna be 0. I just have 93.5% charge and I've got a driving range of 213 kilometers. I'm here at Citroën showroom and I'm about to make a move towards unknown destination. For now, I have no idea where I'm going to. Hello folks, namaste and good morning. My name is Avashish Oja and welcome to my channel which is all about travel, views and reviews. And today I am driving Citroën ë-C3. This car has got a IC sibling also, internal combustion sibling also. But oh yes, this is an electric car that I am driving and I've got 197 kilometers of driving range and I've just done 13.1 kilometers today. When we started the drive today, the battery percentage was 93% and the roads are rough. It's bad, but what I would say is bring it on because I'm driving a small SUV. The ground clearance is decent. I think it should be more than 170 mm I think. And this kind of off section is not gonna do anything to me because it's not a very big SUV and the wheelbase is lesser. To access the information, one thing I found very difficult was I have to use this thing, this. They should have given a toggle key here on the steering. See, 13.3 kilometers is the distance that I have traveled. I've got 87.3% is battery and I've got a driving range of 198 kilometers. Let's go. AC is on guys all the time and AC is very powerful. I don't know if it is because of the weather today, because the weather is gloomy. It was raining when we had started from Kathmandu. I don't know if it's because of that, but AC चलायो भने एकदम चिसो भएर अफै गर्दिउ जस्तो लागेको थियो तर अफ मैले गरिन. It's 11:15. We started late today. I think we started at around 10:30 from Citroën showroom, Thapathali. This car just has two modes. Eco driving mode and normal driving mode. Check it out here. I am driving in eco now. My range test whenever I do, I always drive in eco mode because in electric vehicle, for me, I don't think we require any other mode. Yes, sometimes we might require other modes, but eco mode itself is more than enough. That power, that torque is kind of more than enough for me. And about regen, there's nothing I can do. I have to use the regen that's automatically provided by this car. I cannot shift it to region 1, 2 or 3 as per my requirement or as per my wish. So I'm okay with whatever this company. No such fancy things, this car. Actually Citroën is a very practical car. We'll talk about it later. Uphill drive has started. Battery consumption, I'm sure it's draining fast. Check out that board there. That board, it says welcome to Toka, but nothing is readable. If you want to know about kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers percentage, I'll not be able to give it to you because this car doesn't show that information. Battery the bawal ghatiरहेको के अहिले फेरि this car is heavy and it feels heavy. यस्तो ठाडो उकालो छ 79.5% is my battery. Not to worry, after some time we are going downhill and we are gonna get good regen. This car should come, I don't know, company didn't announce the price yet, but I guess it should come at 40 or below 40. Let's see, they're launching this car very soon. That time we'll know about the pricing. By the way, we are driving this car before it's officially launched. This car, Citroën ë-C3, is already launched in Nepal, but the model variant that we are driving today is a new variant. It's come up with few added features, which we'll talk about little later. Wait for it, people. Range is coming down drastically and check out the way it looks outside. It is super sexy outside. The weather has become fantastic. It's raining and lush green jungle on both the sides. We are climbing on the hill. Absolutely fantastic. Wow, it's a rough section. Ground clearance issues are here. Oi. So after doing 22.4 kilometers and using little less than 20% is battery, we are here at a very beautiful place. National Park area, no entry without permission. Tarkeshwar temple this side, Kakani this side, Surya Chowras this side, and Gurje Banjang that side from where we are coming from. Beautiful place, isn't it? Hello people, this is Citroën ë-C3. And one thing I'd like to tell you, if you're looking for something which is fancy, that has got lots of fancy features and jazz and all those things, this is not the car for you. But if you're looking at something which is really practical, oh yes, Citroën ë-C3 is something you should consider, is something that you should go to the showroom and have a look at before you make a buying decision. Citroën cars, you know, they were never considered as expensive cars. In the beginning, and when this car they had started selling it, they considered Citroën as an affordable car. When I'm telling you all these things, I'm not talking about Nepal, right? I'm talking about international market. In our country, the tax structure, the duty structure, the import tax, all these things, because of this, the price goes, it shoots up very high. Citroën, you know, this car, it was never designed to appeal to those with a fine taste or luxury that was there in the mind. It was a car for people who wanted the value for the amount they are paying. It was and still is considered as one of the most affordable people's car, with one of the greatest suspension ever made in the history of automobile. Now mark my word, when I'm saying suspension, I'll talk about it little later. It's now time for me to talk to you all about the brand itself, the brand Citroën. Now Citroën, the way we pronounce it, you know, Citroën, but the way they spell it is Citroen. It's the way French people pronounce it, I'm sure it's a little different. You can hear it in Google. André Citroën, the person who started this company, who started this brand, started it when, you know, he launched the first Citroën in 1919. This is a brand which was already there in the market for a very long period of time. André Citroën truly had an ambition of making the car more accessible. He wanted to design popular cars accessible to all and ready to use, which at the time was really innovative thinking. To achieve this, he was constantly looking for useful advances that would meet the demands of real people. Each new car needed to have its share of developments, new technologies that he either invented or made more accessible. From the very beginning, all the stars that made up Citroën's DNA were clear: comfort, driving pleasure, and safety at an affordable price. The brand has retained the combination and remained true to the original spirit throughout its long and eventful history. And this consistency, let me tell you people, this consistency must be the key to success for this brand Citroën. And yeah, please note that Citroën is one of the very important member of Stellantis group. It's an automotive group. There are many brands under this group, and Citroën is one among the very important brand. Citroën is now present in more than 100 countries with the dealer network and touch point of 6,200 touch points, meaning they are available in 6,200 different places across the world. Citroën brand is imported by Shangri-La Motors Private Limited in Nepal. They are a subsidiary of Golcha organization, Golcha Group. And you know what people, there is one different thing this Shangri-La Motors Private Limited have done. If you are importing an electric vehicle in Nepal, you have to, I heard that you have to show a contract, battery disposal contract to Nepal government. And usually I heard the name of the country Bangladesh. But this is the first time this company, Shangri-La Motors, they have signed a contract with Indian party. That's for battery disposal. This Indian company, you know, they are actually gonna recycle the batteries, used batteries that we are sending from Nepal to them after the battery life is over. And of course, it's gonna take a long time, you know. 7 years time you are getting warranty itself for the high voltage battery. That comes with Citroën ë-C3. Once again, coming back to the brand Citroën, this particular brand was already there in Nepal for quite a time. But the car that I'm driving today, ë-C3 Shine, you can read it there, right? Shine is a new variant that recently came. And Shine is different from the cars that we were getting in Nepal market sometimes back. So what is the difference? This particular car, Shine variant, is same in terms of battery, in terms of motors, but it's different in terms of features that it comes with. The additional feature that this car has: 15-inch alloy wheels, electrical ORVM, outside rear view mirror, rear defogger and wiper, rear view camera, leather wrapped steering wheel, front and rear skid plate to accentuate the look of this car. That's it for information sharing now. What we'll do is we'll drive. We have spent a long time here already. I'll talk about the car a little later as I drive. Meanwhile, let's listen to this sound. Door closing noise. That also actually plays an important role, you see. Okay, let's go. We'll keep going, we'll keep talking. I've got 161 kilometers of driving range. We have done 22 kilometers already, and I've got 75.5% battery with me. Check out, man, check out. I'm finding it interesting, lovely. I just stopped here to click few pictures. I'm having fun. This Tokha Nuakot route is something that you all also need to try. And when you're coming this side during rainy season, this is what you'll witness. Lah, zoom. We had a good time here. A short break just after a long break. Let's go. दूर is 20 kilometers from here. लिखु गाउँपालिकामा यहाँहरूलाई हार्दिक स्वागत छ. We have got 83.2% battery with us, meaning we got a lots of regeneration that has happened. And I was really impressed with the way this car regenerates, you know. It's all automatic, we don't have to do anything. It senses itself and it changes the mode by itself, I think. And regen was super cool. The time is 1:45 and I'm kind of feeling hungry now. Yes, of course, in the morning, Nepali ko dal bhat power 24-hour bhat ta khaire aako, but bhuk lagyo. I think it's my 4th or 5th time this way. First time on a 4-wheeler, it used to be bike always. And distance wise, we have just covered 41.6 kilometers. पुनरागमनको अपेक्षा सहित हार्दिक धन्यवाद लिखु गाउँपालिका नुवाकोट. ओके, सस्पेन्सन चाहिँ माने यार मैले यो गाडीको. यस्तो मजाको छ. त्यसै भनेर रहेछ हिस्ट्री छ यसको सस्पेन्सनको. हो नै रहेछ. Oh yes, this is the junction from where if we take a left we are going towards Galchi, and if we are going straight that side towards the right hand side it will take us towards Trishuli town. I'm really not happy with this thing. See, whenever you're driving an EV, it would be great if we could see the display here in the screen, you know, with the battery percentage, range and everything. It should be here. Everything should be here on the screen. It's not there. Now, see, this is the thing. I have to press and it doesn't work that properly. 76.9% is the battery that is remaining with us, meaning we consumed. We had started at 93. We required 16% is battery to reach here. Not bad. To cover 55.7 kilometers. Oh yeah. Whenever you're driving a car with good ground clearance and enough torque, and whenever you see this kind of rough section, there's one thing that comes to your mind. Bloody bring it on. Bring it on, man. Now this is a front wheel drive car, right? That's kind of little bit of a problem. If it was a rear wheel drive, it would have been better. But nonetheless, the performance is not bad. I'm enjoying. And guys, you'll hear the term suspension many a times. Great suspension. Citroën is famous for suspension, and I'm really experiencing that while I'm on the steering wheel. Now what we have done is we have come to a little off section. There up is the main highway going. I just came in this side so that I can talk a little bit about the car with you. There is some more information that I wanted to share. First, the driving experience till now. It was nice. Suspension, I said that will come many times in this video. Suspensions are great. One thing is, I felt the driving little bit heavy. The steering, it's not very light. Yes, it has got power steering, of course, but it's a little heavy. And this kind of heaviness we usually feel in the vehicle when we are on a high speed. But in a low speed also this vehicle is little heavy. Maybe it has got something to do with the technicalities of this car. Apart from that, this Citroën ë-C3 is equipped with 29.2 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery with 320 kilometers of driving range as per ARAI. But I am sure this ARAI driving range is something which is not achievable. This car should achieve a little more than 200 kilometers. This car is for your city drive, but if you want to go outside, you can do that because this car supports fast charging also, DC fast charging. But yes, of course, the actual driving range we'll understand as we go. We are here to understand that, right? Now let's talk about the motor of this car. This car has got 50 kilowatt motor which can produce 57 PS of power and 143 Nm of torque. The maximum speed this car can achieve is 107 kilometers per hour. So what is the USP? For me, with the kind of driving experience, with the kind of feel that I got driving this car, I think simplicity is its USP. Number one. Number two is suspension. The suspension system this car is equipped with is its another main USP. Citroën, this car is popular for the quality suspension technology that it uses. It was so popular that during 1965, Rolls-Royce used the suspension from Citroën for its model, one variant called Silver Shadow. This French car maker had set a benchmark for comfort and ride quality. And to actually know more about this suspension system of Citroën, what you can do is, the videos are available in YouTube. Check out the Egg Basket Challenge and Bomb Diffusal campaign. That is there in the internet. That will give you an actual story about what the suspension of Citroën actually is. Done with the suspension, right? So now what I'll do is I'll talk about something else. About one important fact. The mass production. Citroën was the first company to start a mass production of the front wheel drive car. It was during 1934 to 1956. Citroën Traction Avant was the first mass production front wheel drive car built with monocoque chassis. I'm telling you all these things just to give you a hang about this brand, just to give you a little bit of information about what this brand actually is. I'm a brand guy, I'm a marketing guy, and I feel really excited when I talk about brand, when I talk about marketing. Another thing, what? Advertisement campaigns also, Citroën. You check it out on the internet by yourself. 100 years of advertisement that Citroën has done. Amazing creativity, amazing campaigns and amazing advertisements that they've done during last 100 years. And coming to talk about the battery health, it is said that when you are doing a DC charging, after doing one DC charging, you're supposed to at least charge this car twice using AC charger to improve the battery health. But the company says, in Citroën, you don't have to do anything like that. You're using continuous DC charger also. There's no problem that you're gonna face in the future. You can do that. By the way, the battery this car uses is lithium-ion battery. Now what I'll do is, it's getting hot here, so I need to go inside the car and enjoy the cool AC that it has. Another thing, there is no sunroof in this car. And I think I've mentioned it in my few videos in the past. Sunroof is something which is fancy, and that fancy feature we don't use much. This car will cool down faster than the car that has sunroof. Okay, update on odometer. We have 154 kilometers of driving range. We have already done 78.5 kilometers. We have got 67% charge left. We have used around 26% battery to cover this 78 kilometers. Gulchi आउन साथ अब धुलोले हामीलाई welcome गर्यो. We are taking a right from here. We have got 148 kilometers range. We have done 80.7 kilometers from Citroën showroom till Gulchi via Nuwakot. I have got 65.3% battery and the rough section has started. Shit, the slipperies are there all. Go guys, go. अब off road भनौँ न SUV भएन भने ग्राउन्ड क्लियरेन्स राम्रो भएन भने अझै कति वर्ष हो क्या हामीले सेडान चढ्न नपाउने. कत्रो खाल्डो यार. थ्याङ्क गड अहिलेसम्म कहीँ छोएको छैन गाडी. That's a positive part. Off-road safari गरिरहेको छु म यार. सहरमा हैन, हाइवेमा हैन, कतै कहाँ छु म. See people, we are stuck in traffic. I've got 130 kilometers of driving range. I've done 90 kilometers and I still have 60.4% is battery. One more important thing about this car is spare tire. Spare wheel, this car has got a full size 15-inch spare wheels. I think in electric car we just have two other brands that are providing us that facility. One is Omoda and another one is Cirrus. Another added feature in this segment, I think only this car in this segment has that. I'm not sure. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. AC switches, all these things, it's manual. It's gonna give us that old school feel, but yeah, it's practical. I'll tell you what, whenever we're using it, it should be easy for us to use, right? For me, that's actually nice. Call me an old school guy, I don't care, but I like it. Oh yes, and I don't have a wireless charger here. I have used my wire. It's now time for us to talk about the warranty, guarantee, service and all those things. Yeah. So you'll be getting 7 years warranty on the high voltage battery. In the motor, they're giving us the warranty for 5 years. Apart from that, we are also getting vehicle warranty for 3 years or 1,25,000 kilometers, whichever comes earlier. This Citroën is born French, made in India. Sometimes back, you know, when I had stopped this car for the first time, I had mentioned about the competitors and all. So in Nepal, in India it's Tata Punch, okay? In India, the close rival is Tata Punch. In Nepal, see, in Nepal there is a different way. Our market is a perception driven market. Here we don't buy product to satisfy our need. We buy product to satisfy our neighbors' need, our relatives' need. कसै मान्छेहरुलाई सोध्नु भने कुन गाडी किन्ने हो भने मलाई त सनरुफ वाला गाडी चाहिन्छ. किन? मेरो काकाले त्यही गाडी किन्नु भएको छ, मेरो मामाले त्यही गाडी किन्नु भएको छ. What the hell? What is your requirement? Do you require sunroof? Do you want four-wheel drive? Do you want electric? Do you want IC? That's you who's supposed to decide, right? उले यो किनेछ, उले यो गरेछ, त्यही पनि म त्यसो गर्छु. No, that's not what it is. You should understand your need and fulfill it. In our country, the competitor for this car is any EV is a competitor now. See, it's a very different market. It's a perception-driven market, and when you go to actually, you know, segment the market, study about your customers, it's really, really difficult to do in our country. अब मान्छेहरुले भन्छ के उसको गाडीले त यति रेन्ज दिदो रहेछ. के गर्नु त त्यो रेन्जले? What do you do with that range? How many times a year you travel outside Kathmandu? Do you? If yes, okay, range is making sense to you. If no, you don't need that range. This car, you know, the company is claiming 300 plus kilometers of driving range, ARAI. I don't believe it. And even company, they are not saying it to you like that. Whenever you ask about the range, they will say it's ARAI range is this much. But in our driving condition, we are gonna get around 200 kilometers only. Cool. कम्पनीहरूले पनि जे पाए त्यही भन्दैन एआरएआई माइलेज त कम्पनीले पनि विश्वास गर्दैन आजको डेटमा अबाउट द practicality whenever I talk we should talk about the boot space also, right? So this car has got a boot space of 315 liters. A portable charger cable comes with this car when you make a purchase. It's a 15 ampere portable charger that comes free with this car. That's it about something which is born French and made in India. Citroën ë-C3 electric car. And now I'm getting pissed. You know why? Because I'm hungry and I don't know where am I gonna get a chance to stop my car and eat. Check out the traffic. Finally got some good roads and I'm kind of cruising at around 70, 80. Finally, man, it was tough. I've done 98 kilometers already today. So yeah people, 49.3% battery is what we have with us now. 111 kilometers we have covered, 101 kilometers we still have driving range. Very traffic jam. Where to go, where to stay? Nothing is clear guys. Let's see. Because I still have 79 kilometers of driving range. I have done 142 kilometers already. And I've got 35% battery. Let's drive for some more time, you know, because it's 5:45. We have time. कति परसम्म जाने यसरी हामीहरु घुमाउला है एउटा राम्रो ठाउँ आयो भने घुमाएर विल गो ब्याक टुवर्ड्स काठमाडौँ अब कहाँ बसिन्छ भन्ने चाहिँ छुट्टै हो हैन तर या घुमाउ म एउटा यसो डिसेन्ट ठाउँ हेर्छु अनि घुमाउँछु ओके अब फर्दर उता नजाऊ इट्स नट मेकिङ सेन्स यहाँबाट चट्ट लाएर यु टर्न लिऊ 150 किलोमिटर्स ड्राइभ गरिसकेको छ यार हामीहरुले 32% ब्याट्री बाँकी छ 74 किलोमिटर्स ड्राइभिङ रेन्ज छ हामीसँग सनसेटहरु त कस्तो मजाको देखिएको वाउ नाइस I've started getting warning now. There's a sign on the top and on the left hand side also there's a battery sign meaning charge. I have 24.9% is left with me and I've got a driving range of 53 kilometers. Why should I charge? Come on, I still can drive for 53 kilometers, right? Oof, it was a long day guys, it was a long day and I have stopped for ending the video. To end the video, let's talk about the final range that we have got. 58 kilometers of driving range with us. 164.9 kilometers is the total distance we have traveled already. That means we have got the driving range of 222.9 kilometers with 93% of battery. See, I still can drive, but I'm not pushing it further because I now need to find a place to stay. While ending the video, there are few things I would like to talk about. Things I liked, things I did not like. There's so many things I liked about the car. For example, the front dash, the way it looks. For some, it might be like old school thing, but for me, it's giving us that rugged look. The real off-roader look. It's very muscular. The bottom part of the dash wherein we can find the AC air knob and all those are okay. It's not that fancy. See, liking and disliking is very personal, very subjective. For me, I'm okay. Things I did not like is the screen. You know, the screen should have had the information about the battery range and all those things. And getting the information, you know, on kilometer, every time I have to press that stick knob. What do you call that? I did not like that. Apart from that, the sitting space, comfort, under thigh support, everything is perfect. And you know, I was expecting this car to deliver little less kilometers of range, but no, the range is good. There are no fancy features as such. I went in the back also and I did sit there to check on the leg space, head space and all. I found it decent. It's okay for the normal Nepali height. And overall, yeah, Citroën, I enjoyed driving this car. And at last, what I'd like to tell is, if you want to really look for something practical which has got a good ground clearance and which suits our road condition, our country's road condition, check it out once. That's it, people, from my side. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow while I'm doing an uphill drive from where, I don't know, towards Kathmandu. It's gonna be an uphill drive till Kathmandu. That time also the range will be discussed. Yeah, for now, thank you, bye bye, have a wonderful time, stay happy, ciao.